who was the 6 seed. Betterman was the 3 seed.
Very tense match.
Yeah, it was 8-8 final score with Betterman coming out on top via criteria. Sancho, I believe, was a 7 seed.
Sancho, world team member last year for the junior, the junior level.
Yeah, he's a good up-and-comer. Michael Hooker was the 2 seed at this weight class. He lost in the first round to Devin Scott, who Sancho just beat in the quarterfinals.
Michael Hooker had a real good year last year. Devin Scott, of course, always dangerous.
Yeah, Hooker won the Dave Schultz tournament at 71. Actually had been wrestling 75 before then. Now he dropped to 66 for the first time and lost the first match, but he's wrestling the consos right now. We're 0-0 here. Winner of this gets Sidoris in the finals later today.
Sancho, I believe, from Florida.
Yeah, that's correct.
Florida, it turned out it's a good Greco contingent.
Yeah, they got a strong program down there. Sancho, wrestling for the NYAC, but Florida, you got guys like
Florida Jet Group. Is he part of that?
Yeah, so you got like Jordan Spieler, Kendrick Sanders is down there training in Florida. A number of guys.
Betterman's been controlling the zone thus far.
Yeah, we're gonna have the passivity warning against Sancho, and that's the second one. So Betterman gets choice of position. He'll like to go on top, and again we're wrestling, the old rules. From the passivity standpoint, not the new rules we saw the juniors wrestle yesterday.
So the new rules, no forced parterre, correct?
Right. So for seniors, it's going to remain the same consistently until Rio, but the juniors have changed and on below. But it was sort of a hybrid. They implemented all the new rules minus the forced parterre change with the passivities. So it's still going to have the 2-point correct lift, correct throw, and the cautions all 2, and then of course the defensive man, from parterre has to abide by those new rule sets as well.
Betterman capitalizes on that passivity with a gut wrench 2-0 for him. A minute to go here in the first. Now, Richard, with the new Greco rules, I believe there's no You can score a point for forcing a guy out, but you can't score if you clearly just push him out.
Right. I mean, and there's some interpretation on that. And, basically, if you're 2 arms extended and just pushing out,
that actually came into play in the Betterman. I think that was his quarterfinal. I saw him do that one time, and they did call the point.
And the thing about it is there's going to be a learning curve from everyone's standpoint.
Yep.
As far as that's concerned. So you got to just sort of feel it out and see how it's called. But typically if you're being offensive and you go out of bounds, you're going to be the one getting the points unless it's just blatant, that it's just a non-offensive action. You're not trying to score. You're just trying to push. But, watching it yesterday with the juniors, didn't really see much of that. Typically they're awarding points going out of bounds. But we head to the break 2-0 in favor of Betterman.
Good period there for Betterman. I felt like he controlled the center, and he was closer to getting to his attacks. As Sancho didn't come close to getting anything going, really.
Yeah, Betterman, he used his build.
He's a veteran too, boy.
Exactly. He's a veteran. He knows the game. And he's going to use his stocky build and his lower height, so he's going to be able to come in up and in to the chest of Sancho and get his ties. And Sancho going to have to work angles more so, maybe go over the top, as opposed to coming in and trying to get hooks and whatnot on a smaller Betterman.
He's over top of one, almost a straight jacket position. We said Sancho made a junior world team last year. Diametric opposite. Betterman's been around forever.
Yeah, I think he was on the 07 world team that actually won the world championships for the Greco-Roman in the United States. So that was the first and only Greco-Roman world title for the U.S.
Is that in Finland? Where was?
I don't remember where it was, but that was an
somewhere.
awesome team.
Yeah.
I mean, I was still in high school when that happened, you know.
There, Betterman almost cleared. Now Sancho trying to dig an underhook.
Yeah, but you see how low he had to get to dig that hook?
Yep.
He even hit his knee on that exchange. I mean, it's hard to get your drive when the guy's that short. But if you can get it locked up, you can use that height to your advantage. If you can get your hips in, you know, you can run him around the mat.
Mm-hmm.
But it's getting there is the hard part.
And verbal warning there, but a shrug from Sancho, and he's going to score. Changes the whole complexion of this match with just a minute 20 to go.
Exactly, as we were saying, exactly how he's going to have to score with more slick moves, getting angles.
Yep.
You know,
you called it. Looking for a lift here. Trying to step off.
Yeah, and you see the new rules coming into play there. Betterman can't post back against the body or it's a caution too. So he had to just sit there and sort of hang on and not get thrown. It's a real disadvantage from the bottom man's perspective now with these new rules. Again, trying to encourage scoring, get points on the board.
I like it. 56 to go. Betterman is trailing on criteria 2-2. Sancho now with an underhook, forcing Betterman to the zone. He circles back in, trying to pummel out of that underhook. And Sancho doing a good job staying busy there so he doesn't get any kind of warning. Misdirection for Betterman, looking for the push out.
And judge asking for the passivity against Sancho. That would give Betterman a point.
That would be a point, yeah.
Not confirmed, though. They're going to let this play out.
I think Sancho has done enough. 10 seconds to go. Sancho holding position, and Sancho is going to win this, and he's going to be in the finals.
And that right there is a surprise. Sancho is not.
You know, he keeps the momentum going. You make a junior world team, and then you come to the senior level and you make the finals.
Yeah, I mean he's in the finals. This is the world team trials. Keep in mind, this is not. Nobody else gets another shot here. Now it's going to be Sancho and Sidoris wrestling for the world team spot. No one else has a crack at it, and you know that's the switch up. That's the